welcome back to my channel. Ooh. I don't know what that is, but let's start.
Give me that feeling. Give me that feeling. You give me that feeling, girl. You know.
Everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Mathabathe. On my socials is Rhea_royalty. We are royalty, honey, because when I'm thinking like you are what you believe and say you are, I think there's a saying like that somewhere. Alright, so in this video I am going to be covering a lot of things regarding my teaching experiences here and what exactly I'm doing here, because I want some of you guys to get connected, and I want some of you guys to, you know, if there's something that you're considering, to be a bit informed about it, especially now that we are close to the end of the year and we gotta secure something. We all have to secure something for next year. I know that Korea is accepting some people from overseas at the moment, but there are regulations around that. Things like you have to be in quarantine for a couple of weeks and all of that. But yeah, you can come. I know quite a number of people that just got to South Korea, so I don't think you should worry too much. Let's just pray and hope that things don't escalate. You know, there's talks about second wave or third wave, but I don't even know where we are now, because honestly I don't like hearing about this corona business because it stresses me out. But let's get into today's order of business. Oh, and before I forget, let's not forget who got us here, DXT Employer. Shout out to them. I will leave a link to their website in the description box. Any questions that you have, my darling, please direct it to them. And yeah, let's start.
Hey Bria, so what I want to know is, what are you doing in South Korea? Like, what are you doing?
So I am an English teacher here in South Korea, and you need to love teaching. That's something I think each and every one of us have taught somewhere, especially when you're in the university space. I'm sure you have done some tutoring, and I think you've realized through that and during that whether you like teaching or not, because I know one trait that you need to have is patience with people, and knowing that sometimes you might repeat some stuff. And I did mention in my first video that you need to at least love teaching. Well, not children necessarily, because you're not only limited to teaching children only, but you do need the passion and yeah, that sense of ability to teach people. Because if you don't like teaching and you just don't like it at all, I know there are people that don't like teaching. They aren't equipped to be teachers or whatever the case. You're absolutely going to hate going to work, because there's a bit of like high intensity. There's a bit of high intensityness, and it's going to reflect on your work, and that might just get you fired, you know what I'm saying? So at least love teaching. If teaching has never been your thing, then practice before you come. Just practice somehow, you know, I don't know how, but you need to love teaching. And if you hate your job, then going to work, waking up every morning is just going to be such a drag. That might add on to some, I always try to avoid this word called depression, but it will weigh down on you a bit, because first and foremost, you are away from home, and imagine now going to a job that you don't even like. So yeah, you do need to love teaching.
What is the difference between teaching at a Hagwon and teaching at a public school?
The difference is a Hagwon is a private institution Whereas a public school is public school. You know, you have children come to your class. After that, they have math. After that, they have science or whatever they need to do. And here it is an English Hagwon. I know there are some Hagwons that have different other subjects within them, but I work at an English Hagwon, and we only just do English. We teach English only. So the children come in different age groups at different times, and so let's say at this time we teach class A, they come in for 1 hour, they leave, and we have class B, they come in for 1 hour, they leave. So yeah, that's how it is kind of like regulated. It's like an after school program, so it's like extra English lessons for the children.
So Ria, what are your working hours?
My working hours are like amazing. I feel like this job was tailor-made for me, you understand? Sorry, I'm not a morning person, so I start work at 12:30 p.m. but I leave quite late at 7:30 p.m. but I don't mind that. I don't mind that because I don't like waking up in the morning. Vacation dates compared to those working at public school is, yeah, there's a drastic difference. I only get 1 week summer vacation, 1 week winter vacation, but there are so many national holidays and, you know, long weekends and all of that where you can just take some time off to relax. And the weekend, baby, the weekend is there for a reason, you know what I'm saying? So there is a reasonable amount of resting time. But if you want to be if you want to have longer vacation days, then I think maybe public school is for you. But I don't want to go there.
Hagwons pay more. Right, Ria, so did you get a TESOL certificate when you applied for the teaching job?
No. Didn't get a TESOL certificate, and I know quite a number of people that did not, but I think when you do go to a public school, you are going to require a TESOL certificate, although you do need a bachelor's degree in anything, darling, and you need to know how to speak English, you know what I'm saying? It's better when you have some games in mind and some interactive activities for them to remember content better. So research on some games that you can play in class, or just ways in which you can, you know, get the children going actively. And that's the main reason why parents take their students to Hagwons, is because, you know, they make teachers there make learning more fun for the children, and that's also a way in which you can get your children to remember English terms, because you must remember these children are not English, and it's probably their first time and the only place where they do get exposure to English and an English speaking teacher. So you need to be very creative when you're in that space.
Girl, your accent has changed. What is going on?
I never used to speak like this. I never wanted to speak like a snob. But one of the things that you need to speak very clearly, and you need to kind of almost like speak like an American, okay? Use the American English, and we South Africans are taught the British English. So those are the type of things that you need to get accustomed to. But I know we South Africans, we can do everything, I tell you, because we grew up watching a lot of Western film, like TV and all of that. So just remember that we're not using British English, and the spelling is a bit different. It's not something that you should be afraid of. Just acquaint yourself with American English. Like color is not color the way we are. It's color. It's color. It's COLOR, not COLOUR. You know what I'm saying? So those are the things. Hey, I remember there was a day. And I was teaching new vocabulary, and one of the vocabulary words was doctor. And I was like, yeah, so it's a doctor. No, teacher, it's doctor. It's doctor. So yeah, doctor, butter, water, you know. So yeah, acquaint yourself with American English. My accent has changed because I'm surrounded by people that speak American English, and I need to be speaking American English with my students. So I don't mind it. I really don't mind it, because now I like to think that I sound really good. I like it.
Take on teaching in other countries versus South Korea.
Okay, so I got this question. I think it's a lovely question. But can the Chinese people just not come and hunt me? I don't know. I personally don't like the idea. I didn't like the idea of going to teach in China. China for me wasn't an option because I'm scared. I was scared. Apparently some people get like some crazy working hours where they work 6 times a week. Oh, like I'm just scared of China, guys. There's some democracy issues, some like racism issues, some real racism issues. I remember at some point foreigners were being kicked out of the country, something like that. I know there are other places like about Thailand, those nice exotic places, Vietnam and whatnot. Apparently going there, like, it's a vibe. It's like, if you're the person looking Instagram life, you know, the vibe life, then I guess you can go there. But some of us, we are on a mission, you know. We want to save as much money as possible. South Korea for me, because first and foremost, it's a very safe country. It's a very, very safe country. And I think the working benefits are quite good. I mean, they pay for your housing and all of that. My friends in Japan are complaining about, you know, cost of living is really, really high, and heard of a lot of people leaving Japan to come to South Korea. And I think South Korea is just such an amazing place to explore as well, and you can save up a lot of money, you know, for some of us that are on a mission, you know what I'm saying? So no man, I think South Korea is the best place to be. It caters for everyone's personality. I hope that this video was insightful to many of you considering coming to South Korea. Listen, it's the best decision that you can ever make for your life. I do not regret coming here. I know there's this stigma around people that decide to come teach here in South Korea, but just let that go. Think about your goals, your dreams, and the things that you want to achieve in your life, and just do it. You will learn so many things at your job, with the people that you meet around you. There's so many places to explore, so many ways in which you can enrich yourself as an individual. We still have tons of videos to record, but if you do have a personal question and think that I didn't necessarily cover what you want to know about teaching at a Hagwon, teaching in South Korea, you can always leave your question in the comment section. Guys, this is YouTube in live. Or you can send me a DM on Instagram. I do reply to each and every one's questions. If I take a while, just bear with me. Time zones, and you know, I'm working on other stuff, but I will definitely reply to your questions. I love helping people, guys. If you want to come to South Korea, hey boy, now it's the best thing that you can ever do for your life. Okay, so thank you once again for tuning into my episode. I will see you next time. Please be safe. We still have to live this life. Life is beautiful, you know what I'm saying? So keep safe, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.
But I hope you see inside me.